Bismillahir Rahmanir Rahim. I greet you with the greeting word of salam from the religion of salam, and our greeting in Jannah, insha'Allah tabarak ta'ala, will be salam, as Allah tabarak ta'ala said in Surah Yunus, verse 10, وَتَحِيَّتُهُمْ فِيهَا salam. My dear brothers and sisters in Islam, the topic of our reminder today will be on interest, Riba, precisely how to get rid of interest money that you received from a riba-based bank, i.e. conventional bank. Especially those brothers and sisters of ours who live in countries where there is no Islamic banking system, no Islamic finance system. For example, you deposit your money in a conventional bank. In exchange for that, you got extra amount on top of your principal money, on top of original money. What should you do with the extra amount that you received from the bank, which we call Islamically interest, riba? There are three ways in which you can get rid of this amount, but before we mention them, we all know that interest, riba, is forbidden in Islam because of the harmful effects that results from it, such as economic effects, social effects, physiological effects, spiritual effects, and no one can deny this. For that, as a Muslim, you are not allowed, or it's not permissible, to deposit your money in a conventional bank, because Allah Ta'ala said, وَتَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْبِرِّ وَالتَّقْوَى وَلَا تَعَاوَنُوا عَلَى الْإِثْمِ وَالْعُدْوَانِ. Help one another in goodness and piety, not in bad things. Putting your money in conventional bank, it can be used for non-halal activities. In this case, you are helping in doing things which is not acceptable Islamically. However, if there is no any other means, there is no any alternative, you live in a place where there is no Islamic banking system, you are allowed to put your money, to save your money, to protect your wealth by putting it in the conventional bank, by saving it with the conventional bank. And this can be considered as necessity, and as we know in Islam that necessity is sometimes allowed to do things which are forbidden under certain circumstances. The three ways that you can get rid of the extra amount that is given to you by the conventional bank. Number one, you can spend it on charitable causes. For instance, you can give it to poor people. You can use it to repair public washrooms, roads, schools. You can use it to help those who are in debt to pay off their debt. Number two, you can give that amount to a needy, poor relative member, family member or relative, such as your brother, your sister, etc., provided you are not obliged to look after them, you are not obliged to feed them. Number three, you can use that extra amount you received from the riba-based bank to pay debt, or to pay off the debt of your relatives, such as your brother, your sister, etc. Because as a Muslim, you are not obliged to pay off the debt of your relatives in all cases. Someone may ask, what about my father or my father who is in debt? Can I use that money to pay off his debt? The answer is yes. You can do that, provided that your father did not borrow the money in order to feed himself, for his own maintenance, which is your duty to do. If your father or mother went and borrowed money for his own maintenance, for her own maintenance, you cannot use that money, the interest money that you receive from riba-based bank, to pay off his or her debts, because it is your duty to look after them. I hope this is clear. My brothers and sisters in Islam, since riba is haram, is unlawful, is forbidden in Islam. We all know that. Therefore, you cannot use the money that you receive from the interest-based bank, from conventional bank, for depositing your money with them. You cannot use it for yourself. You cannot consume it. You cannot use it to feed your family, your wife, your kids. You cannot do that, because that money is not yours. That money is dirty money. You can use it to do one of the things that we mentioned earlier, the three things. Because Allah Ta'ala said in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 275, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم الذين يأكلون الربا لا يقومون إلا كما يقوم الذي يتخبطه الشيطان من المس ذلك بأنهم قالوا إنما البيع مثل الربا وأحل الله البيع وحرم الربا. Those who consume interest cannot stand on the day of resurrection except as one stands who is being beaten by shaitan into insanity. That is because they say trade is just like interest, but Allah Ta'ala has permitted trade and has forbidden interest. The bottom line, my brother and sister in Islam, don't consume the money given to you, the extra money given to you by the conventional bank, because it's not your money. But don't give it back to them. Don't give that money back to the bank, because as we said earlier, they may use it in something that which is not halal way. So the best way, according to our ulama, use it to help poor people. Use it to help your family. Use it to pay off the debt of others, people who are in need, who are unable to pay their debt. But don't leave the money with the bank. Don't give it back to them. And don't consume it, because there is no barakah in that. You want Allah to bless your children? Don't feed them from haram money, especially riba money. Because Allah Ta'ala said in Surah Al-Baqarah verse 276, أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم يمحق الله الربا ويربي الصدقات. Allah destroys, Allah Ta'ala destroys interest and give increase for charities. So my brother, beware of the danger of interest for your religion, for your family. The harm of interest is huge. We cannot talk about it now, but we all know how Prophet described dealing with riba and eating riba. We cannot declare war against Allah Ta'ala and His Messenger, as Allah mentioned in the Quran. Take a notice of war with Allah Ta'ala. فَأَذَنُوا بِحَرْبٍ مِّنَ اللَّهِ وَرَسُولِهِ. May Allah Ta'ala protect us. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من زوال نعمتك وتحول عافيتك وفجاءة نقمتك وجميع سخطك. اللهم إنا نعوذ بك من الغلاء والربا والوباء والزنا والزلازل والمحن وسوء الفتن ما ظهر منها وما بطن. اللهم ظلمنا أنفسنا وإن لم تغفر لنا وترحمنا لنكونن من الخاسرين. هذا وصلوا وسلموا على المبعوث رحمة للعالمين محمد بن عبد الله وآله وصحبه أجمعين. والسلام عليكم ورحمة الله وبركاته.